The usual sea of red here in this venerable stadium has been turned white as we are high above snowy Arrowhead Stadium in KC. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
A carry here for Trevor Etienne. And he's got some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 33 in the first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
60 red. Check pink. Check white. Ready?
On first down, right back to Etienne. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Call it a gain of a yard. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
38. 97. 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Set, ready. 50, green. Set, run.
They'll run with Etienne. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Going for it, here's Etienne. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Here we go, set. Black 40. Ready.
Etienne is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Chiefs at 9-5 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward. I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
3rd and 3.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Now back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down. But if you can at least slow him up, and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, a great field position. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
70. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
from the gun, he'll hand this off. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. These two teams all tied after one.
On the ready.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Panther 60. Riggs. 19 tight. 19 tight. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's go now. Trap 60. Trap 60. 70 Timberwolves. Go Street. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Chiefs 14, Saints 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go.
So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Yellow. 22. Set.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4.
Black. 95. Yellow. Smash. Red.
They'll set up a throw. And he's caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the ready. Ready. Black 40.
Handoff running left is ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
60 ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Here we go.
2nd and 11. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
On the double.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Armstrong. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will have the Chiefs first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second and 10.
Ready, ready.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A 25-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Ready.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Go!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 1 yard, and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And some room to maneuver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 75 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
The 22-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let's go.
2nd and 13. got his man in stride, complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Chiefs, first down.
Come 19. Come 19. Get up. 60.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Second and goal from the 1.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Second and goal.
Go.
They're going to look to throw. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Ready. Smith, ready.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready?
They'll try the left side with ETN. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. 2 yards to go, second down.
Black Ultra. Set, ready. Yellow, 22. Red, 52. Set.
Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
50, green.
Straight ahead, ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short.
A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
A gain of 15.
Come on, set.
First down.
33, yellow. Set.
On first and 10, it's ETN. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On the set.
From the 23, this is second and 3.
Here we go, set. 60 red. 60 Edo blue. Blue striker. White, white. Hut.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. Red, yellow.
They'll drop the throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. Open man, that's Noel. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Here we go. Black 40.
In motion goes the tight end. 2nd and 5. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
A 66-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a two-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a three-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
No game on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Down. Yellow, 43. Yellow, zoom.
Rashad Bateman, 27 yards. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Big score, first step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for two.
The Saints will line up for the two-point conversion.
Blaster, 6. Hut, hut.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
70 range, 70 range.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
18, 5 in. Let's go.
Now back to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Buffalo 18, 19 Lions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to make it a 2-score game. And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
Right? Ready. Strike 2.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Chiefs' 46-yard line.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
36-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Marsh. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Chiefs 32, Saints 18.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Yellow. 45. White.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Back to throw again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
He's back to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Ready?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a run here off the RPO, and he'll keep it.
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them of it.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
He's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown this late in the game should all but be the dagger.
We never want to say that a game is over, but it certainly feels that way. That final touchdown seems to have created enough room for them to start celebrating.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
This return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Shot. Ready.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. Here comes 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw. Down the field, he's got Noel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Saints first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, blue.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready. 33. Yellow.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed